Welcome to the new Camtasia Studio. We encourage you to watch and play with this Getting Started project video
Buenas
to learn
tardes,
some of the
mire, soy
most
Zaira
important
Lucero Encinas
concepts of
Valerio.
using the editor.
Mire, tengo unas
If you
dudas sobre
want
su
more
página.
in-depth
Quería ver si
tutorials
me
that will walk
podría
you through the entire
apoyar
process of recording,
en que me explique
editing, and
todo
sharing your
cómo
videos,
está
then
eso de
please
las
watch the Getting Started
computadoras y todo
tutorials
eso.
using
Es que
this
no,
link
no,
under the
no
Help
entiendo muy
menu.
bien.
The editor is divided up into three main areas: the clip bin, the timeline, and the canvas. The canvas is where you see your video during playback and can move, resize, and reposition all media however you want. The timeline is where you assemble and edit your video. At the top of the timeline, tick marks represent time in terms of minutes and seconds. When building a video, you'll work in a horizontal manner, beginning from the left and moving sequentially through time toward the right. The tracks are layered on top of each other, so media you add on higher tracks is viewed on top of media on lower tracks in the canvas.
Oh, sí, sí he escuchado.
For example, this callout is placed on top of the video track on the timeline, and therefore is on top of the screen video on the canvas. If I drag the video track on top of the callout on the timeline, the callout is now hidden behind the video on the canvas. Use the zoom slider to magnify
mire,
the
tengo
view of the
muchas dudas.
timeline.
También
This is
tenía
very
un
helpful when
problema.
making precise
Mi,
cuts and
mi
selections,
computadora
like
estaba muy
removing
lenta,
ums in your audio.
lentísima. Y yo creo
New
que
media
como que
can be dragged and
necesita
dropped on
algo,
an
un
existing track,
antivirus. No sé qué
or a
me
new track
podría
is automatically
recomendar.
created when media is dropped at this location at the top of the timeline.
Ajá.
To change the position of a clip on the timeline, just drag it. To change the duration of a clip, drag the edges in either direction. An important part of the timeline is the
Pues
playhead.
primeramente gracias,
To view
pero
your
pues como
video, click
quiera,
play.
creo que voy a
Notice
asistir
how the
porque
video and
sí
the
tengo
timeline's
muchas
playhead
dudas
stay
y
in
creo que
sync.
pues no
Click
podré
anywhere along the
hacerlo
timeline and the
yo
playhead
mientras que
moves to
mejor
that
alguien me
point.
ayude y más que
To
nada
remove
seguir
a
con
portion
ustedes.
of your video, make a selection with the green in
No sé si
point
me
and
podría
red out
pasar sus
point.
direcciones
Then, click the cut button.
o le
If
paso
you
mi
don't
número
want
para
media
que
cut on a
me
specific
las mande
track,
por
just click the lock
mensaje.
icon. If you make a mistake while editing, press
Yo soy de
Ctrl-Z on the
Charcas, San Luis
keyboard to
Potosí,
undo, or choose Edit
y
Undo.
quisiera
Double-click
acudir.
the playhead to deselect. Next, we'll look at the clip bin and the library. The clip bin holds recordings, audio files, images, and title slides being used in the project you're currently working on. The library stores video clips, intros, callouts, title slides, and other media assets you want to use from project to project.
Sí.
It is pre-populated with professional content you can use in your videos.
Bueno.
You can download more media from our website by clicking this link. You'll find a lot more music, callouts, and animated titles to use in your projects. And it's all free. Once you find something you like this callout for example, just drag it to a track on the timeline and resize and reposition it as needed. Double-click the callout on the canvas to open the Callouts tab and edit the text, or change any of the text properties like color or size. You can find a number of other callouts to use in your projects by expanding the Shapes menu. You've probably noticed the video zooming in and out at times. For example, here when it's zooming into the timeline. To learn more about adding and customizing zoom and pan animations to your video, check out the other Getting Started tutorials on our website. We've talked about some of the tabs already, but be sure to explore the others for adding and editing special effects. If they don't all show up as tabs, click on the More tab to explore others, like the speech-to-text capabilities and captions, and the improved quizzing. Also, transitions can now be dragged directly to the timeline and added on top of clips. So we've shown a few ways you can navigate and edit your video, but how do you get content into your video? To make a new screen recording, click the Record the Screen button. If you already have an audio or video recording you'd like to use, click the Import Media button. When you're done with your video project, you'll need to click the Produce and Share button to create a shareable video. Expand this menu to see a variety of presets. We have a new video player that plays back your MP4 video and includes other interactive features like table of contents, closed captions, quizzes, and even hotspots. These features are available when hosting your video on TechSmithScreencast.com or the video and player on your own web server. This player provides playback on multiple devices with just one video, whether it's a phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. Well, it's time for you to try Camtasia Studio for yourself, using the content on the timeline, or better yet, create your own. We have lots of free tutorials on our website, and I recommend you begin with the Getting Started series. Also, the help file inside Camtasia Studio tells you how to use each of the Camtasia Studio features and applications. One last thing, if you ever want to open this Getting Started project again to view or practice with, use this link here. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy Camtasia Studio.